You don't want to wake up. Trust me. That's just noise in your mind. You don't listen to music thinking that that's you. So listen to your thoughts the same way you would listen to music. Stop believing the lie that you want to wake up. It's just noise saying, I want to wake up, let's watch a new video on how to achieve enlightenment. It's just noise. Listen to it as if it were just music. You know, if you think you're an eye, you're just like the emanation of a lamp thinking that it is an individual being. And then the light that shines from a lamp is watching YouTube videos on how to become a lamp. It doesn't work that way. You don't have to turn off the light of the lamp to become the lamp. The lamp doesn't care, it's a lamp either way. So you don't have to turn off the thoughts. The identification with the I is the problem. The I itself is not the problem. The identification with it creates a sensation that you can call a problem because it doesn't feel real. You don't feel the way you want to feel, the way that is natural to you, connected to everything. The mind wants to understand it, it doesn't work. The mind is the shadow, and you want to explain to the shadow how to become light, it doesn't work. The shadow will always stay shadow. It's like explaining to a fish how to fly, explaining to a bird how to swim. So don't interact with your mind. You cannot interact with your mind. The only one that's interacting with your mind is your mind itself. And the next time that a thought occurs, I want to wake up, just observe that thought. Who wants to wake up? You are the silence underneath that noise, that mind noise. There's nothing to achieve. You're chasing something that doesn't exist outside of you. The mind pretends to chase the thing that you already are. Like a dog chasing its own tail. Instead of just realizing that the tail is here, you don't have to chase it. You continue to chase it, or the mind does, and you're constantly watching it. Now, right now, there might be a feeling of, but I want to have it, I don't feel like I have it. That's great, that's great. That sensation that feels like, but I want to have it. Who's seeing that? Do you have to care about that feeling? Or can the feeling just care about itself, mind its own business? If it wants to act in this way, let it act in this way. But who are you? See, if you're waking up in the middle of the night and there's just pure silence, You may hear the clock ticking in the other room. You don't identify with that tone. So you don't try to change it. But then there's a thought, and you should be a witness to that thought, just like you're a witness to that clock ticking sound. Because they're both just noises appearing in space. So listen to your thoughts as if they were music or just random noises. Then you become a witness to the clock ticking, to the thought, and also to the sensations of your body. Then there is a silence underneath them. But there's no location for that silence. But it has to be you. And you shouldn't believe me when I tell you that. You should see it for yourself, because this is not a religion. You shouldn't believe me. In order for it to have any impact, you should see for yourself and confirm that what I say is true. So you come to the realization that whatever is listening to my voice right now is silence itself. But it's an impersonal silence. If something feels personal, it also feels local. You can say where it is. Me, I am here. But if it's impersonal, it's nowhere. And if it's nowhere, but you still cannot deny its existence because you know that you are it, it might as well be everywhere. So it's the essence of everything. There's a state in meditation called samadhi, where everything just vanishes and there's just pure concentration. Awareness being aware of awareness. And it feels like the big relief of yourself. Because you're not concentrated on yourself. There's just concentration. That's usually the moment when you realize who you are. I still feel I am, even though there's no me. And after this experience, keep on living your life. And there are still thoughts coming up, identifications, feelings, sensations, story. But they're not personal anymore. They're just noises, just like music. That's why Jesus said, I am in the world, but not of the world. Because you don't care anymore. You're fearless. Fearless is not the same as courageous. Because a courageous man knows that there is an enemy somewhere, and he's actually scared of the enemy. It's an evil world and he has to protect himself. But yet, he's courageous and he's not letting the fear control him. But once you know who you are, you don't have to be courageous anymore. Because the evils of this world don't exist. Because you find out that they are just illusion. There's just one being. And this one being likes you. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So where's the enemy? There's a sense that life is paradise, Garden of Eden. So why would you have to protect yourself? I like ancient language because it says that Satan is a great deceiver and he is between your ears. That's the only seeming danger, but it's also made up by the divine. Don't have to fight it. Just give him the cold shoulder. Just realize who you are. You're not the noise saying I want to wake up. You're already that.